Hello and welcome to a Build With Me video. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to turn any YouTube link into a Reddit post with a custom description. Using the golden combination of FlutterFlow, N8N, and Supabase, you can promote your content with a simple click to multiple platforms. This tutorial is a 3-part Patreon exclusive which I published a few months ago. It's a smart promotional tool that takes a YouTube link from you and generates social media posts for different platforms with unique descriptions and posts them automatically. So let's begin. N8N is amazing for this because it has a lot of pre-made solutions for these kind of API interactions, and whenever I want to add a platform or remove one, it's just a few clicks. I'm not gonna change anything on the source code. It's gonna be amazing. I was planning to make the app to get the transcript of the video so it knows a bit more about the video, but what do we do for version 2? Alright, now that we know what we are building, let me show you what we already have. So I did it while I was in bed, so I couldn't record it. This is a very basic FlutterFlow app. I haven't put any time in the design, but actually I did something cool. Like I used the latest AI technologies. So I prompted what I want to build, give me the pages. I take some inspiration from it and even use the AI. So basically for this page, I took a screenshot from this and passed it to FlutterFlow and told it to build this page using the AI. And we're going to do that even more as we go with this project. So yeah, that's it. And on N8N, I haven't done anything special aside from deploying the open source version. So if you don't know, N8N has 2 versions. One is the cloud, so you have to pay monthly. And the other one is open source. It's a bit like 5% more limited than the paid version. And you can like host it on Railway for free for the first month and like for $5 a month. So yeah. And it's not even technical, we can do it in 2 minutes. So I have 2 workflows. One is to create a post. So I think I have a running version of the app. So here is a flow I have. It's not complete at all, but I create a new video. So my video is Patreon exclusive. Okay, video link is google.com and content description, the best content. And some instructions for the AI to use to create the posts, okay? And it will create a new row. And then when the row is created, we need to fire up N8N to generate those posts. And over here, we can monitor them, edit them, and then click publish all posts. And it will use those AIs pre-made on N8N to publish them. So yeah, what do we need to do first? So first of all, I need to connect create post to our FlutterFlow project. So we have a webhook that fires up this workflow. It's not complete, but I want to connect it. So I click on this and copy this URL and open up FlutterFlow. We head to the API call section of FlutterFlow and add a new group. Always do groups, they're better. So N8. Oh, we can't put numbers. That's the first time I see this. N8N, what's our base URL?
Sometimes my genius.
Webhook test? No, it's not a test. Production URL. Yeah, we need a production URL. Okay, webhook, and I'm gonna remove that. Add group. Then this one, create posts. Awesome. The method is gonna be post. We need some headers. Wait, add the call. I added some protection. I'm not that lazy, so okay, it's just an API key, authorization, and the API key we have. So I'll add a new header, then the API key. Ideally, we want to put this API key in the environment variables. Are we idealists? Maybe, but I'll do it later. Click save. So on create post, we have a variable. It's a JSON. The variable name will be video ID. Video ID. I'm gonna explain it a bit more, but bear with me. Video ID. Yes. Save. Let's call our API. So we have this page called new content page. Over here, we create a new document, but we insert a row. So we insert a new row to our Supabase database, and we have the video link, the instructions for the AI, description, who created it, and the title. Then I send the user to the content list page so they can see the content being created by the AI. Before that, we need to call N8N. So API call pass the video ID. The video ID is gonna be from the action output. It's a new ID. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's head back to the core of our app, which is this workflow. When the webhook is called, we get the video ID and pass it to this Supabase action. We fetch the row. So let me show you how the row looks like on our database. Table edit. Okay, we have two videos from the tests before. We have title, description, video link, instructions for the AI, thumbnail. I didn't put the thumbnail. And yeah, that's it. We can actually extract the thumbnail and description by providing the URL, but we can do it later. Always make sure you are creating the simplest version ever possible on your first tries, okay? Pro point, okay. And then after this runs, we can run a bunch of AI agents, like 5 or 8, depending on which platforms we want to publish for. For now, I'm gonna create the one for Reddit. So we have to do some prompting. We need to define a prompt. How do we define it? We use ChatGPT to define the prompt. Create a prompt. Let's see. Let's copy this one, seems good enough. So the video link is here. We drag video link over here. User instructions. And video description. Wrong button. I pressed escape accidentally. Okay, video description. Video title. Okay, I think that's it. And we'll tell it only return the generated text. No explanation, no markdown formatting. Okay, let's test it out. Oh, give me a moment. Sorry, conversational agent. Test. Not bad at all. Okay, we have this, so we need to insert a row. Okay, so Supabase, create a row. Oh, we are not inserting a row, we are creating a row. Interesting. So we create a new post. Define below. Load it, come on. So created ad is obviously not what we want. Oh, Reddit posts have a title. What do we do? So do I tell ChatGPT to also create a title? Okay. Do not put any markdown. Okay. And a title for the post on Reddit. Okay. We need to enable this one. Okay, output parser, autofixing, item structured output parser. Define below, the type is object. I think I know how to do it. State, type is a string. It's not a state, it's title. And content. Let's run it one more time. It's running, it's happy. Come on. Nice. Okay, now we have a title. Title, the output. Oh. Come on. Title, content, test. Okay. Do we have the structured output now? Okay. Put title. I sometimes hate no-code tools, but they're fast. Put content. Good. Now we don't have an image URL. Platform is Reddit. Does Reddit have 1D or 2Ds? I'm not sure. Let's see. 2Ds. Okay. Reddit. User ID. How do we fetch the user ID? I don't remember. Oh, it's here. Okay, perfect. What else? Published is false. We haven't published it yet. User ID archived is also false. Platform content title created at. I think we're done. Test. Nice. Forgot to put the video. So we put the video ID from here. Okay, now we test one more time. Amazing. We can check it out over here. Perfect. I love it. I love it so much. And as easy as that, we can just copy paste this one for different forums and for different social media. But until now, we haven't published anything. So, save, please save. How do we publish posts? So we have a webhook. This webhook fetches the video ID. So the user says, I want to publish everything for this video. So we have a video ID coming in from the webhook, and we fetch all the post rows related to that video from Supabase. So in this case, we fetch these two, and based on the platform over here, so we have the platform over here, Reddit, we decide if we need to use the Reddit API or, I don't know, Telegram or Discord or any of these APIs or even web scraping. We'll get there. And for publishing over here, we can use the unlimited number of integrations that N8N has. So, for example, if we search for Facebook, we can see it has Facebook Graph API. I think we have to use this one. It's an annoying API. It's complicated, bad documentation, but that's the only thing we have. Or we can use maybe X. You have X, or what else I need? LinkedIn. LinkedIn has also a pretty complicated API, but all of these get a lot easier with N8N, but still setting it up takes some time and patience. Like, they're not complicated, it's just a lot of steps. And Reddit, yeah, my beloved Reddit. We're gonna start off with Reddit and maybe add a couple more integrations, and that's enough, I think. So first of all, what are we doing here? So we are waiting for a webhook over here. So the test URL looks like this. So from the webhook, we get the video ID, and here in Supabase, we get all the posts generated for that specific video. Let me show you. So Content Forge, we did a rebrand, like Content Forge didn't really make sense. I changed it to Promo Flow. So it's basically making your promotions a flow, easy, a breeze, something like that. Yeah. So table editor. We can see we have a list of videos, and for those videos, we have a bunch of posts. We can see it has a video ID. I have to delete this one. This will break our system. These two posts are generated for our first video. And here we are basically getting those. If video equals to json.body.video ID. Now, what do we want to do? We want to go through all of those rows and publish it to the right platform. Okay, some AI maximalists will tell you to create an AI agent and give it a bunch of tools like Reddit, X, LinkedIn, all of them, and just write it in the prompt that you have to publish those posts into the right platform. That will probably work, but I'm not comfortable with something like this because even now they are a bit random. So sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, and it's more expensive. I'm not a AI agent maximalist, so I'm going to use a loop. Let's run it one time. Okay, let's bring up Postman. I use Postman to test out what we already have. So over here, listen for test events, send the test event. Okay, now we need to pin the data so we don't have to run the test anytime soon. Now run this one. Okay. Now it knows it has to go through those supervised items. Delete this one. We have to add a switch. So the switch execute the previous node. Okay. The switch will have to check the platform. Video user ID published archive platform. Okay. Platform is equal to Reddit. Okay. I think that's it. Now for this one, we want to create a post. Reddit, create a post. Subreddit, I want to just put my own subreddit. You can join it. Please join it. It's super empty. So any ideas? I think these should work. We can test it. That's the beauty. Kind text post. Yes, it's a text post. The title. Okay, that's beautiful. Problem running the workflow. The workflow issues. Test the workflow. Come on, what's happening? What's happening? Why is it doing it to me? No data? Are you kidding me? None of them worked?
346 minutes later.
What if I remove this? One item. What is this one item? Okay, so okay, let's hope that doesn't happen again. I don't know what is it. But for now, back to our work. We put title here, content. Okay, credentials. Oh, I thought I already had it. Okay. We're gonna have to cut this section while I go through the documentation and add my client and etc. Okay, I'll be back.
Soon after.
All right, I'm back. Okay, I have added my Reddit account and we can test it over here. Hello. All right, I just added my Reddit account and we can test it out over here. Just, I need to test the workflow one more time. I have to create a post and the subreddit is not going to be FlutterFlow. Then the title is going to be this. The content is going to be this. Test a step. Amazing. Name, URL. Okay, let's see if it's published. See this one? We just created it using N8N. Amazing. So we have something going on. The next steps are going to be adding a bunch of more platforms and also working on the prompts we have because they're really important. So for example, the title is a bit too cheesy. Discover the coolness within. Who says that, you know? We have to work on the agent prompts and we can actually use ChatGPT to do that. Before doing that, I need to connect publish posts to FlutterFlow. So over here, I'm gonna copy the production URL. Let's open up FlutterFlow, add a new API call, N8N, publish posts. And this is our webhook, add it. We need to change it, sorry. It has to be post and we get a variable. It's gonna be video ID, string, and the body should be the same. So video ID, put video ID over here. Okay. Now onto our content list page. Over here, we call the API call N8N, publish posts. The video ID is gonna come from here, confirm. And if it fails, we show a snack bar. Snack bar failed. And success. One other thing we have to think about, we have two ways of dealing with it. So we can either finish the webhook right around here, webhook. So return a 200 from here, or wait for everything to publish. We need to see which one works best, honestly. And one other thing we shouldn't forget is when everything is done, we update our video. So Supabase, update a row. It's gonna be the video, build manually, add a condition. The condition is gonna be the ID equals to come on. So, and the reason we didn't have access to the loop data was we needed to enable this one. Okay, always output data. So test step. Okay, now we have something. We can actually update our videos. So Supabase, put ID. Oh, sorry, not this Supabase, this one from the webhook. We need to put the video ID over here. Okay, now what do we update? We need to update our post published to true. We also need to post generated count, integer. Yeah, that's it. Test the step. Okay, we have updated it. Now we can webhook, respond, text, success, test step. Okay, I think this is our workflow. And as we add more platforms, we need to add more branches over here. I need to add something in our other workflow. So on create posts, we need a new node. I think it was called merge. Yeah. So after this is done and this one is done and the others are all done, we need to Supabase update and tell it that all the posts are generated. Add condition. What is it? Build manually. ID equals to. Oh. Okay. Okay, now we have data. Let's pin the data over here. I don't want to run it again. Okay. If video ID. And then we set the fields. What is the field? It's all posts generated. They are generated, not published. True. Okay, test the step. Nice. Perfect. Now our work with N8N is almost done. I just need to make these prompts a lot better. And for each platform, we're gonna switch the prompt. So it's platform specific. Like on LinkedIn, the tone should be cheesy and corporate. So I just published this one today and it's amazing. And it's gonna help you to do this, this, and this. But for Reddit, it's gonna be like very casual. Hey folks, something like that. I just published this one. Please check it out. Leave a thumbs up. Yeah. Something like that. So we have to play with it. And we can actually test out our FlutterFlow project. I made a change over here. Before we were using agents and agents used way too many tokens and they were useless for our use case because they were a bit unreliable. So I just switched to basic LLM chain. And I just have to rename it so it makes sense a bit. So this one is for Reddit. Rename. This one is, for example, for Facebook, I guess. Yeah, that's it. So in this video, after we go through the FlutterFlow app, we can make another branch to create, for example, LinkedIn posts. And then over our publish posts and workflow, we need to implement LinkedIn. These are like, they don't really need a video tutorial because there's 1,000 of those for every single possible workflow you can think of. So yeah, I don't want to reinvent the wheel or create a tutorial on how to create the wheel. So yeah, let me open up FlutterFlow. Here we have these. For this one, I think we don't need it for now. It looks decent enough. And right now, all content that we add are videos. But imagine a scenario that I write blog posts or create reels, etc. The icon over here could be different for each kind of content that we put out. But for now, a static video icon is good. Now for new content page. If we go through this, we have this drag and drop custom widgets that I used from my other tutorial on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's amazing. And then I also added this action flow that allows the user to upload a new image by tapping on this area. So it's not limited to only drag and drop. There is an issue over here. We don't have a preview. So let's fix that immediately. I'm going to add image. Drag and drop should be on top of everything. And I'm going to make it infinite. And I'm going to add a new page state over here. The page state is going to be image URL. The type is going to be image path. Okay, it can be nullable. Confirm. Now we have to go to each action flow. So over here, first let's rename it drag, something like that. So we know we can identify it in the action flow. Update, page state, set value, and uploaded file URL, click, drag. Okay, now onto the tab. We need to update this folder path structure. You're supposed to do something like this. So users/the user ID. But for now, this app is gonna have only one user and that's gonna be me. And even if you need it, you're gonna clone this project and deploy it for yourself. So we don't need that structure for now. I was gonna edit this action flow, sorry. So this time uploaded file URL, but for the click. Okay. Now over here, we have this condition if data is uploading, so we don't insert the row, tell the user to wait. I need to add an or condition. So copy this and make it or, paste, upload URL click is data uploading. Okay, confirm, insert row. Over here for thumbnail URL, instead of using the uploaded file URL directly, we're gonna use the page state. So page state, image URL. Next step, I guess, is to test it. Let's check content list 2. Oh, over here, I forgot something. Here we need to let the user to save the changes. How do we do that? First of all, we only allow the user to click on it if they make some changes over here. So how do we do that? We're gonna scroll down and over here for button disable options, I'm gonna make a conditional. It's gonna be a combined condition. So the first condition, what is it? What do you think it is? Post dot title is not equal to the text over here. I'm just gonna copy it because I'm super lazy. And then instead of title, it's content. And here we also put content. So let me see. So we only want to allow the user to click on save changes if something is different. So I actually did it wrong. It should be and it should be equal to, and this one should be equal to. Now it actually works. So if I make any changes, the button will be enabled, but by default, this button will be disabled. And for disabled color, I'm gonna put something like this. No, it's not obvious at all. So primary text, let's make it a bit transparent. So 20%. Now it looks ugly. How about this? Okay, good enough. I can save it, and when I click on it, I will update row. The table is gonna be posts. Only this certain post, so post.id. Confirm, no other filters, sorry. The fields. Set title from title. I wish there was some kind of an AI that could figure this out automatically. I'm getting lazy and tired of this. Content, come on. Okay. And then show a snack bar. Content updated. Okay, hope that works. Let me see over here. Am I putting the thumbnail URL? Yes, I am. Okay. Let's run a test and test it out together. It should be over here. Okay. Let's run another test. Title. Let's actually use something real. These latest videos didn't do that well. Guys, if you have some ideas, let me know what's wrong with it. But I'm gonna copy everything from here so it's as real as possible. The description is something like this. Okay, thumbnail. Let's use this one. We need to show, oh my God. What did I do over here? Let's see. So on new here, I didn't even set it from the image. Oh my God. So it should be from image URL, and I should hide it if there is no image URL. Image URL is set. Don't be lame. A new video. We wait and wait and wait. Ooh. I think we are waiting for all the AIs to run. That's bad. I need to change that. If you remember in the previous video, I was thinking about it, if we should wait for it or not. But now I know I shouldn't wait for it. Let's see if it actually works. Boost your app with user feedback in FlutterFlow in 1 minute. Nice. Save changes. Changes saved. Okay, it didn't go back to that normal state. That's interesting. Publish all posts. Success. Okay, there are a few issues, but so far so good. Let's see if we have a new post on Reddit. It didn't work. It did not work. Okay. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. First of all, we have to check if it actually ran it. Yeah, it did. Okay. Debugging. Okay, it only found one. What? So, the first item, Facebook personal, obviously. Okay. Why did it only go through one of them? It's 2 items. Okay. The first one doesn't have a title or content. Okay, I need to check that out. But this one, why did it do that? That's interesting. It didn't even run. No, I think I know what's happening. Publish post. Okay, over here, this one. Okay, I'm just gonna copy it and change this to Facebook personal. I think that's it. Let's save it and open this one. Click on publish post again, I guess. It didn't work again. It is getting interesting. Okay, let's see. It didn't save. Okay, that's a relief. Why didn't it save? Click save. Okay, back to home. Okay, we open this on again. Publish all posts. Okay. Okay, this one was still X, so try one more time. Yes, it did. Okay, I think this time it worked. It did work. Okay. Beautiful. I love programming. Here it is. Boost your app with user feedback in FlutterFlow in 1 minute. This is my edit. If you're building great apps with FlutterFlow, you want to get feedback effective. Wow, it's actually good. Nice. This is working. Now on to creating more of these. More AI slop. No, it's this one is not slop. It's actual use. And a human, me, is overseeing it. Maybe an AI should be overseeing me. Okay. Now let's do a few interesting things. So I'm gonna pull up ChatGPT, change this prompt for Facebook. Okay, we have one for Facebook. I'm gonna run this. No, don't wait for this stupid thing. Okay, I'm just gonna listen for an event. Open Postman again, create posts, send. Okay, pin the data so it doesn't listen again. Run this one and run this one only. Okay, let's see. Over here on Supabase, user ID is here. Okay, this one is invalid. Put this. Okay. And also this one. Okay. Now let's do another one. See how easy it is now that everything is working. So ChatGPT again, LinkedIn. Okay, again over here. Is everything valid? Yes, it is. Just put it here. Everything is merged. So that's it. I want to add another one. This one will not be published. So it's gonna be one for FlutterFlow forum. Okay. So this one, let's rename it for LinkedIn. Rename this for FF community. Okay. Another one for this. I want to try something else. So on ChatGPT, and I'm going to give it web search. So it has to go through it. Examples. Wait a bit. No. Not for LinkedIn. For amazing. Okay. Paste it over here. Test it. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm loving everything right now. Just remember something. We need to change this one. So this is FF, that's it. And this one is LinkedIn. Okay, save. And here, there should be a way to add something like else. Maybe at the end, we just say something like string is not equal to blah, blah, blah. Okay. And for this case, also you have to loop. But for this, let's rename the output to Facebook. So it makes more sense. You see Facebook, Reddit, and others. Nice. Save this one. This one is saved. So let's test one more time, and I think we are finished pretty much. Go back. Okay, we have an issue with the image. It's probably something related to, what do you call it? Security policies for the bucket. Test. Paste this one. Make up a story. Add the video. Oh, it's waiting for 3 different calls. Let me change this setting just now. Immediately. So it responds with the 200 and we can go to the next page faster. So as we can see, we have for FlutterFlow, we need a label for each platform. This is ugly. Explore ultimate tests in FlutterFlow. Unlocking insights, the test for all tests. This is actually really cool. Like, I'm loving it over here. Publish posts. Nice. So that's it. The product, it's almost ready. Like, the things work, but image is not working. I need to work on the prompts a bit more so it looks more like me. Maybe I give it some examples. And then what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add other integrations. So it actually publishes LinkedIn, Facebook to personal page, and maybe groups and other Reddit forums. So if you are also curious for that, let me know so I record these steps. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching the entire video to the end. I hope I see you in the next one.